Well, George, we just got back from the first ride on the new 34 Cat. What do you think?
Absolutely incredible. You know, it's buzz about cats I've been hearing about for years, and now I see why. You know, the ride quality of this thing is amazing.
I think it's accomplished certainly what we set out to accomplish when we started designing this thing about a year ago. And, you know, there's a certain segment of the market that's going all cat now. And, you know, the seas were terrible.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not anything I'd go fishing in.
Right, exactly. That was too rough. That, you know, but to take this out there to test it in those kind of conditions, you know, to run out that inlet, you know, with a falling tide, and for just to cut right through it, never pound, such a soft ride. You know, that's what I'm most impressed by, is how soft that landing is on it. I've heard, you know, some things about cats before, how they're wet, and this thing never sneezed. It banks into turns. You know, all these negatives that I've heard in the past. This boat doesn't do that. Have you kind of thought about that when you were designing it?
We worked with Marine Concepts down in Sarasota on the design of this hull. And there's a little lip under the bottom of the hull that turns the water down so it doesn't push the water out in front of you, which is called sneezing, which is typical in a cat. So I never saw it sneeze one time, so that impressed the heck out of me as well.
Yeah. And what about that, you know, kind of banking into the turn too? A lot of people, you know, it's a different feel, obviously, a cat is.
If you take and drop the tab on the outside, if you're making a starboard turn, drop the port tab down just a touch, it'll bank just like a V-bottom through the turns.
You know, another thing that's impressive is the amount of storage space that this thing has. You know, these sponsons on the side, these holes on the side, these fish boxes or insulated boxes that we have are massive.
They're massive. We've got the range. We've got 436 gallons of fuel. Yeah, you can get in the fish box and hide.
Oh yeah, get out of the weather. It's nice that you can run, you know, a boat this size on a pair of these new V10.
New V10s run well, and you know, you can have good range too. I saw 1.3 miles per gallon yesterday at 38 miles an hour, and
so it's putting you well over 400 miles. You know, which is, I heard the verbiage game changer, and you know, I think that's really what we got here.
No doubt.